All right, so did my layout today, final layout, and pretty much just scarified the top layer underneath the algin panels, and yeah, set them in place. Pretty light, pretty easy. That went pretty smoothly. Just had to make sure I got a straight shot from this tank straight to the field. Yeah, so I just threw some pipe together. I have to use all weather PVC glue now because it's below 40, so it's in the 30s, but still able to work. The ground is not frozen, so I think I need one more day to put the D box here, distribution box right around here in the middle, and that'll come from the outlet of the septic tank and come on into distribution box. And I have some caps that go in each pipe as I pipe it out, just to equalize the flow. And yeah, this is all level, and pretty much all I have to do is just secure this down. It goes pretty quickly and easily, and yeah, put some fabric on top of it and call for the inspection. Once the inspection is passed, I'll be basically filling this up back in from the existing grade in, and in between is a foot gap in between each row, and I have to extend this a little bit over in order to get a straight shot. The field was a little too far this direction, so I'm just gonna, pretty much it's right at the edge of where I finished, so I'm gonna go ahead and just give it another foot of a level sand, and from there I can taper it down and like I said, get this pretty much backfilled up to the top of the algin panel. So, and then after that I'll you know, go ahead and start using some material to cover it up. So it just says it has to be clean fill. It doesn't have to be the porous sand that I'm using here, because basically the material comes out, basically at this point it's going to be all liquid, comes out of the perf pipe and then settles in. And these algin panels have a lot of aeration and surface space for bacteria and stuff like that, and eventually the sand will be live as well and have bacteria in it as well to help digest the waste. Yeah, and then from there I have to make sure I have some diversion of the water, any runoff. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet. I have to figure it out, but obviously the home is a lot higher, so everything naturally runs off this way, and on this side of the road I'm going to have to put some type of diversion, so no water really comes, a lot of water, a large volume of water doesn't come in and saturate the leach field here. So, but yeah, it's this is going to be roughly around the finished grade, right where this line is. So it's got another foot and a half of coverage over it, and yeah, take it from there. So this is looking good. I'll be able to finish this pipe work tomorrow, and yeah, like I said, call for inspection. After that, just backfill in, and I'll be able to use the septic tank. I may need a couple hours in there to put the fittings in and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm getting close. Nice little flow. Time to bring the water level of this tank down. So it's almost full. It's been sitting here for well over a year, and the caps haven't been screwed in, so it took on a lot of rainwater runoff. But yeah, wow, it went down a ½ inch already, just in a few seconds. So all right, time to work on my pipe work, connecting from here to here. I had to end up going to the supply house and taken a measurement to make sure I was drilling the right hole, because there's two options on these. One is a level, basically a level A or B. So A is lower down and B is higher up. So I forgot what I did on the inlet, and when you use the hole saw, it cut it out. So I have to work on that piece as well. Get that to a 5-inch hole instead of a 4.5, and this one is 5-inch, so this is ready to go with the grommet and stuff. So yep, time to make these connections, put the fittings in, and spike down or clamp down the pipes here. I have one pipe where the perp is not lined up. I'm going to go ahead and put a coupling on that and line it up correctly. Yeah, and this is plenty of distance change, so several inches down, so it's going to have a nice flow into the D-box and distribute out from there. All right, so I'm in a situation here. I did run in numbers, but I ran in numbers using, there's two different options on the hole here for the discharge and the inlet. All right, so you can see here, I just drilled this out today. I did go to the supply house to check. There's an A option and a B option. According to the manufacturer's recommendation, B, the water table will be 2 inches higher in the septic tank. So it said that's for different locations, Canada or something. It just said basically use A. So I went to the supply house, because this is drilled out on the other side. I did this over a year ago, and this hole ended up being a elevation. So they're both matching pairs on either side. So this is the inlet side. So B would have been 2 inches higher than where I drilled this pipe in. So if you mismatch them, then the water level throws off, and you can certainly have a backup, or it won't function the right way. So I went ahead and verified this morning. It was A, so I drilled A on this side. But when I ran my numbers for the septic fields, the leach fields, I was using B, which was 2 inches higher. So this hole is 2 inches too low. Right now it's actually pitching back towards the, it's actually pitching, I would say, level. Once I make this joint here, it's going to be level. But that's no bueno. No bueno. At least has to be 1.75, basically 2 inches difference in elevation from the discharge of the septic tank into the inlet on the distribution box. So I did check with the surveyor, and he did say I can, because I had to move from where I was further back that way, closer to the distribution box here where the septic tank is. And basically there was some ledge there, so I did two things. I moved it back 3 feet, and I raised the bed, because according to that calculation I raised the bed to give it some more material underneath it, for percolating and basically the whole biological process that happens here. So doing that, I threw myself up 2 inches too high. So I would have been spot on if I kept it at the original elevation. I think I may have even raised it 3 inches, actually 4 inches, 3 or 4 inches. I have to check, but I have it written down. So there is room to lower it back down. So I have an option to lower the whole, take everything apart, lower the whole leach field back down, or this tank can actually be raised up 2 inches with no problem. There's definitely enough pitch coming from the garage. So, man, definitely not what I was expecting. So this is a setback. It's already dropping below freezing in the nighttime, so I have to act fast and get this done. So yeah, this was, needless to say, back-breaking work here. So these are some of the things where, if you have a team, guys that do this every day, obviously they would have picked this up and not missed this. So more than likely, I'm going to be taking everything back up, knocking this whole field down 2 inches, and setting everything back, starting with the D-box first, getting that right pitch here, and then from there I'll be able to just lay everything down and level it out again, rake it out, and you know, set the algin modules and take it from there.